I've been teaching the disciples all week. It's nice to actually take a break and have a little fun. Cannonball!
Brian, the simple politics of it is, am I better off than I was 4 years ago?
Exactly.
Do you lose on that basis?
Right now, if you want to know whether, not only whether families are better, but the entire United States is better, Donald Trump left office with net loss of 3 million jobs, with a 6.3% unemployment rate, with an economic contraction of 3.4%. Right now, we have 16 million jobs added. We have the strongest economy in the world, and we have the lowest unemployment rate in 50 years. So this idea that we're somehow not better off under Joe Biden, Kamala Harris is a complete denial of reality. In fact, there hasn't even been a single Republican administration in my entire lifetime that's had a stronger economy than a Democratic administration. There hasn't been a single Republican administration in my lifetime that's had more jobs added than a Democratic administration. There hasn't been a single Republican administration in my lifetime that's had a lower unemployment rate than a Democratic administration.
All right.
So I don't know what Republicans are pushing here that is going to actually reflect well on them, but in over 30 years, Republicans have never proved themselves better stewards of the economy than Democrats.
You're not. And I know that because I have your DD-214. So I took a look through all these awards. You did deploy to Afghanistan. You did deploy to Iraq. You were never awarded a combat action badge, which you would have been awarded had you seen combat. Let me be clear to all the civilians out there who don't know any better. The term combat veteran is reserved for people who actually saw combat.
Now, I don't know if he's intentionally saying this in bad faith, but he is absolutely wrong. He's trying to be cute by pointing out this guy's lack of a combat action badge, but that really doesn't mean anything. What he's talking about is called the combat infantryman badge, this one with the rifle if you're infantry, or a combat action badge if you're not infantry. Anybody who's deployed in a combat or a combat adjacent job has seen many, many people who probably should have qualified for a CIB or a CAB, but who didn't, just due to some subjective opinion from their superiors. It doesn't mean they shouldn't have gotten one, just that they didn't. But let's take it a step further. What if they never engaged the enemy and never got shot at? You mean to tell me that the helicopter pilots that flew us through hostile airspace to raid enemy compounds are not combat veterans? Lots of helicopter crews just never got shot at due to luck. What about the forward deployed combat medics who maybe stayed behind the wire and didn't go on patrols? Get yourself all covered in blood trying to provide life-saving care for our guys coming back? Thank you for your service, but you're not a combat veteran, apparently. That guy knows damn well as a veteran that the term combat veteran just refers to whether you have deployed to a combat zone. And it's not a CAB or a CIB that delineates that. It's the fact that you get to wear the patch for the unit that you deployed with as a shoulder sleeve insignia, or combat patch, as we refer to it, that delineates that. And what the hell happened to one team, one fight, dude? If you're the kind of veteran that wants to go shitting on other veterans and putting their DD-214 up in a TikTok video for the entire world to see, you can miss us with that.